right, hello, welcome to Seriously Sarcastic Podcast. I am your host, TOON'D.
I'm the co-host, Remy Boone.
And happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Thanks for signing in, and I hope everybody has a really good night and they're safe out there. You know, all my Irishmen out there getting a little tipsy tonight, drinking that green beer.
Won't be us.
Yeah, it won't be us. We don't. No, we seldomly drink it. He don't drink at all.
No.
So.
Not a fan of alcohol.
Hell no. He's a weed smoker, and I used to smoke weed heavy, and then I quit when I started having anxiety, and now I only drink socially, and I don't smoke or vape or nothing anymore. So.
Yeah.
So all y'all out there and celebrating St. Patrick's Day, just have drink another beer for us, and be safe out there.
Yeah, be safe.
For sure. So, what's up, brother? What's new with you? You didn't do anything today?
I did some windows.
Yeah.
A few windows and stuff, made some money.
Yeah. If you're not aware, my little brother does auto glass. That's what he does. He replaces the auto glass. Our dad did it for almost 40 years, probably 40 years or so, actually, before he passed. And then my brothers took over his business, and we've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay day. It was actually pretty busy most of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Different stuff.
Nice.
Brother fixed a mirror on an old ass Corvette.
Oh yeah, was it like super nice or was it beat up?
No.
That was super nice.
Yeah, if it was beat up, I wouldn't even care.
Oh, okay. Shit, dude, you should see the car our landlord Mike just fucking bought. It's like, I don't know if it's a Corvette, but it looks like that. It's like old as shit. It's like small as hell too.
Yeah, it's like really small.
Yeah, like I went and checked it out and shit, like, and I could not fit in that front seat just by looking at it. It's smaller than your passenger seat.
What color was it?
It was like brownish, purpley kind of color, and it was only had like 80,000 miles on it.
Wow.
And it was a 1969, he said, and it only had a few little chips in the paint, but other than that, like the interior was mint. The paint looked good. It was just old looking, like it had only been painted once since then.
So in my line of work, I hear people all the time that come across these crazy deals, and I had someone come in. They bought a Ford Transit Connect, those like smaller ones.
I don't know shit about cars, but sure, yeah, let's pretend.
Oh,
yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he bought it. It only had 135,000 miles on it, and he bought it for $700. And the only thing it needed was a door. He thought he could get away with replacing the regulator, but the door was smashed.
The door was smashed, and he was only trying to replace the regulator.
Yeah, and I was like, buddy.
Right, like you got it for $700, bro. Don't be.
Yeah, just go replace the door.
Yeah, don't be so cheap, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was like, low key mad.
Mike got lucky too. I think he paid like $13,000 for that car or something.
Really?
Yeah, and it was super nice. I was like, fuck. I wish I had $13,000 to just spend on a car because I wanted it.
I swear.
Like Loco, his son's name is Loco. He used to be my apprentice, but he has a nice ass Corvette, and I guess he just bought another one that I guess he said he likes more, so he's selling the other one he had, and the other one is super freaking nice, and it's not like one of those super old ones.
No. It's
definitely probably 10 to 20 years old at the most, maybe not even. Right. I just don't know like exactly. I think it was made in maybe the 2000s. It's like but yeah, I think he's selling that bitch for like almost $17,000 or something. He's just like, yeah, I like the other one more, and I ain't even gonna drive this one, so I'm just gonna sell that.
If he's not gonna drive it, he might as well sell it.
I know, but it's like, why not, bro? You got two nice Corvettes. You could just be like, you should just show up to a party one day with that one, leave, and come back in the other one, like a real boss.
Like a real boss, Davy's dreamer.
Yeah, I mean, not that I know anything about being a real boss.
I mean, you are boss,
but yeah, no, I mean, that would be sweet though, man.
Right?
It's like those chicks that like, they like, are all rich and spoiled and shit, and it's like they have different outfits for different occasions throughout one night. They're like, it's like their Sweet 16 and shit, and they're like, this is my dress for this, and this is my outfit for this, and then I'm wearing an outfit for this. Like, god damn, dog. I'm like, you're lucky if I change once.
Seriously, change once.
Like, I might wear the same shit I wore this morning to work that I wear to the club. Like, it's very seldom that I'll change to go out.
I'll change the outside t-shirt.
Right, yeah, you might change your shirt, I might put a different jacket on, maybe, just a little spritz of cologne.
Right.
Run my fingers through my hair, and then shit's like, damn, it looks like this boy just took a shower. I mean, hey, bro, that's what magic we got. Girls gotta, spend 5 hours to get ready, and we spend...
I mean, some girls.
And then they're worried about us getting hit on. It's like, girl, I still smell like this morning, and shit, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, girls are always tripping.
Yeah.
She got going on, brother.
Well, not a lot. This morning was a little crazy for real, dude. So I have a bad tendency of being a whore. Unfortunately, I am trying to break out of that. Tattoo tendencies and shit. I came up around other tattoo artists that were whores, and unfortunately, I just have a problem. Women are my addiction. So I fall asleep with my girlfriend last night. We're chilling. I wake up, she's gone. I check my phone. She sends me a message saying, I don't really like Cardi B, but you should listen to this song. And it says something about, like, if you want those hoes, you can have them. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I went through my Snapchat and shit, and I seen messages that I had received last night that I didn't open, but they were opened. And I was like, well, and they weren't good messages. I'm just letting you know. I'm 90% a great boyfriend. And that's 10% is where I'm bad at right there. It's a big.
It's like the most important.
That 10%, that 10% of bad means more to women than the 90% of good. They don't give a fuck about the 90% of
Not
good.
Even a little bit.
If that 10% is of bad, it's that. Like, it's fucking crazy. But so I dropped Colson off this morning. Colson is my son. He's only 7 years old. So I dropped him off this morning at school, and I just head straight to the shop. And my girlfriend lives actually next door to my tattoo shop. That's how I met her. So yeah.
Genius.
Yeah. So she can't escape and shit. So I waited there. I went inside and stuff, and I just hung out. And I seen her pull up the window, and yep, she seen me. I guess she told me because I had went over there and talked to her, and she was like, "Yep, I knew as soon as you knocked on the door, you were going to be coming over here any minute. As soon as I saw your car." And I'm like, yeah. And her brother's like, "How'd you know he was going to be up here or something?" She was like, "Well, he's in trouble."
Oh.
I was like, I am in trouble, but I did my thing, and hopefully she's still mad at me, but we're still good. We're good. We're good as we can be for this situation. I mean, there wasn't nothing physical between me and the other girls or any thing like that. I just like to sell hoes dreams. You know what I'm saying? So sorry for all you hoes if you see this one day. Just know I'm selling y'all some dreams. I ain't really trying to fuck with y'all like that. Made it up to her. I did payroll at the shops, and then I picked up Colson and got some food, and
folded laundry for 3 hours.
And then I folded laundry for 3 hours while I watched YouTube with my son. So that was fun.
This dude, grown ass man, was watching 5-year-old YouTube. Okay, 7-year-old YouTube.
Actually, these guys were teenagers on there at least, okay?
Okay, they were teenagers, but they weren't making videos for teenagers.
Well, they were Minecraft videos, okay? And at least they don't talk stupid voices like these one motherfuckers that Colson listens to, Mongo and Wudo.
Yeah, he's had me put them on.
And I hate that dude. He's like, oh, Wudo. Like he talks like that, like
Yeah.
he's like, "That's not fair," and he always stretching out his fucking words and has stupid annoying voice. I can't do 5 minutes of that, but it was interesting because I don't use my PC to play games, so I don't have I don't know all the crazy shit you can do on Minecraft and all the times I played Minecraft.
Have you seen all the crazy shit you can do on GTA 5?
Well, yeah, obviously from the same videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say from YouTube.
I've seen way more of those.
GTA 5 is way cool.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's way cooler. Literally, you can't name a thing that you possibly cannot do or transform on that fucking game.
I know.
On a computer mod.
I know.
This shit's crazy.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, dude, they got Spider-Man, but then they got 1,000 different versions of Spider-Man, and then you could be Spider-Man that's fused with some other character like Sonic or some crazy shit. Makes no sense.
No.
He's like, hey, think of two things that don't go together at all, and then, they're like, you can transform to that on a GTA mod, I promise.
Right.
Yeah.
Anytime. Every time.
Yeah, it's, You're just like, man, these guys ain't got shit of time on their hand to create these mods.
Bro, some people have way too much time. Seriously.
It's crazy because they gotta be making money just creating or selling those mods. They have to
I don't know. I mean,
that's all they're doing. I mean, unless their mom or dad is fucking, taking care of them.
There's an insane amount of Skyrim mods, too. Thousands.
I've seen some Elden Ring mods because I used to play Elden Ring a lot. I would see random ones, and I seen Zoro from One Piece. I think I seen Goku. I think I just seen I think it was Homer Simpson or something.
Really?
It was this guy was Homer Simpson on Elden Ring. It was pretty funny. Homer Simpson is a cartoon. That's a super realistic,
It looks crazy.
Oh, it's badass, dude. It's it don't give you much direction.
I know. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, so literally, if you're not watching guides on this fucking game, dude, you'll miss some shit because there's these things called Point of Grace, and that's kind of where those are your save points, and you can upgrade and switch your spells that you have set and all types of shit there.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Point of Grace has a beam of light that arches in the direction you need to go to the closest next Point of Grace.
Right.
That's as much instruction and direction as you get.
Is what? Is what?
That's that light that beams from one Point of Grace to the closest one.
Right.
It just bing, you go this way, and that's. So this direction is that's where the next Point of Graces are the closest one. That's the only direction you get in the story. So if you come across somebody and they might have a quest for you if you do something, but you might end up you could kill that person if you wanted to, and then their whole quest line is now not available to do. Or if you just completely skipped a person and just continued on with the next mission, and you just didn't happen to stumble upon this certain person.
Right, that's gone.
Then you just missed their quest line completely that might have brought you or got you materials or skills that you needed for, that you might need down the line, or that would be helpful down the line. And then you're Travis would fucking be like, no, you didn't get this. And I'd be like, no. And he was showing me to go there, and there wouldn't be no one there. And he's like, oh, dude, you missed it or something. You were supposed to do that forever ago.
Right. Oh,
and it's
God.
Damn, it's not my fault. You watch guides on every damn thing to do on this game. You probably spend more time watching guides than playing.
Yeah, really? Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, you watch the shit out of guides on that, on Destiny 2, when we would play Destiny 2 and shit. He would play fucking God of War. Because he ain't trying to miss shit.
Oh, jeez.
And he wants to make sure, he also can beat it as fast as physically possible. Because he's impatient. Love you, Trav. But he is. And but he's got enough patience to watch those fucking guides. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I just want to play the game and figure it out.
Oh,
It's like, if you told me every aspect about the movie, I sure as hell don't want to go watch it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to do a shit ton of side quests unless I like really, really like the game.
I agree 100%. Like,
so most likely, I'm gonna do the story mode until I fail, and then I'll do a couple side quests to get the stuff I need, and then I'm going right back to the main mission.
oh yeah, I mean, but the thing is that you have to stumble across the side quest.
Right.
And
Elden Ring is a completely different game.
Yeah, it's insane because it's immediately open world. Like, soon as you get out to
Right.
the open world, if you wanted to travel to the hardest, strongest part of the fucking map, you could.
Right.
It wouldn't be open, but I mean, like on the map, you'd have to go around because there's these little slabs that you got to find on the map that unlock that map, that section of the map.
Okay.
There is like a little indicator of where it's at,
Right.
like on the closed part of the map, but it doesn't show you how to get there. And it could be up high, it could be down low, and you got to figure out how to get down or up or however to get around to get to it. And
that sucks.
But you can instantly go to some part that you should be a level 70 when you're at the very first level, if you wanted to.
I will say Skyrim was kind of like that, where like sometimes it would be like telling you it's on the mountain, but like when the mountain's so fucking tall, there's so many different like levels to it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a pain trying to find stuff.
I think they're coming out with a new Skyrim. I'm pretty sure I just saw something. I think it was Skyrim.
I know they're coming out with an Elden.
Or it might be Elden Scroll or something.
Yeah, Elder Rings or
no, it ain't
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
That's what Skyrim is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So it'll be like the next in the series.
Yeah, so they are coming out with the new Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I haven't looked into it, but it said it's being made with what is it called? Something engine.
The Unreal Engine.
Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So it should have pretty good graphics on it. I think it might be a fun game. I haven't even played none of them, but
I've only played Skyrim.
They look good,
and it was one of my favorite games. I played it. I beat it 3 times.
I don't know. I remember when you and Barry used to play that shit all the time.
Because there's so many things you could do. You could be a wizard, a thief, a werewolf, vampire, like all sorts of crazy shit.
Right. I wish that was more of like your thing on Elden Ring, but I think you're really just like who you are. You're just a person, but you can like change your appearance, but you're not. You can't I don't know if you can like change your race and shit like that.
It's not really your race that you're changing. You're like joining factions and doing stuff and like gaining abilities.
Right.
But like werewolf is like werewolf and vampire. Those are obviously a little bit different.
Right, but like a thief and a wizard would be human, but they would just be.
The wizard, you just learn spells. Yeah. A thief, you just learn how to do thievery stuff a lot better.
Shiesty shit.
And which is very helpful in that game.
Oh, I wouldn't know, but I mean, it might be something I decide to play before the new one comes out. I might end up playing the new one. But
if you want to, you can play it on my Xbox.
Okay.
And you could use the mods. There's like a few of them that get rid of like all the bugs, and there's one that like updates the graphics. And I remember playing with. There's some pretty cool ones. Obviously, there's ones that like make you cheat, like God mode, where you're pretty much invincible.
Oh, they're like cheats.
Well, some of them are,
but they're like mods because Xbox is like a computer.
Yeah.
Did you see about the next Xbox console? Is going to be a gaming PC.
Yeah, they're building it with Steam.
For your TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they partnered up with Steam to make it.
Oh yeah, and so I'll get
PlayStation.
So I'll get God of War and Spider-Man.
I know PlayStation's like, bitch, I didn't give you rights to my games, and they're like, but Steam did, and they're like, fuck.
I know, and like, so I've seen this thing pretty much say the only thing they can really do is like probably they could try to up their prices on Steam, like PlayStation could.
Oh yeah, they could.
Right. Eventually, when they sign a new contract.
Yeah, like once they're out of contract, and they're like, yeah, you want to continue using our games and give them to Xbox, so we're gonna
charge you double or triple or whatever.
Yeah, because Xbox will take over. I mean, they should. I mean, ultimately, they need to just do the same thing. Like
they need to just partner all together.
Yeah, just like look, why don't we all just come together, make the ultimate fucking gaming console,
right? That can take any controller.
Right.
Do all this crazy shit.
Right. It could be like awesome. A PC. We could do VR on that bitch if you wanted to do VR.
Yeah.
It could be just fucking, regular joystick game or however.
Yeah, whatever you wanted to.
Yeah.
Hook it up to your TV, a monitor.
Yeah.
A projector.
Right. You should be able to fucking Bluetooth that bitch to your phone if you want and play that bitch on your phone without fucking...
I was going to say, I can do that with Xbox. So
right, already. Exactly. I know, but like...
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it, which is pretty cool. Like, PlayStation tries to do that, but, like, it is not that good.
Well, I played some of this... I played the first half of that Miles Morales game, not even downloaded. Just on stream.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't that bad, actually. It was pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the stream does work better than I thought.
Yeah, it does. It works pretty good. I only streamed... like one time on there. I really am like, if I'm gonna play it, I'm just gonna download it.
I downloaded it. I was like, fuck it, I'll just download it.
Right. I mean, Spider-Man games, dude, those are probably some of the best fucking games. They're so fun.
I know. If they make a new Batman game, I know I'm gonna.
If they make it like Arkham, if it's an Arkham
game,
if it's anything like Gotham Knights, they should just throw it away now.
Yeah, seriously.
It was terrible, but. You literally
anything like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, the fighting mechanics suck ass, but they get better as you prolong and upgrade. But it's like that shouldn't be the case. These guys, you shouldn't be. I don't know. It just was not like it. Like Batman instantly knows how to fucking fight. He's Batman already.
Yeah,
like Batman. The only thing should upgrade is maybe his like strength or health
and his gear
or his gear.
Yeah.
Like these were like literally their basic combat fucking mechanics upgraded throughout the game. They still, even at the best, was not as good as the Arkham. And there was a lot of YouTube reviews on it saying the same thing. Like you all waited 15, 20 years and made a worse game completely.
Oh, they've been doing that consistently. I guess who was it? Do you know who made it?
No, but I could look it up.
Yeah, because I'm just curious, because there's been so many shitty games, especially by Ubisoft, unfortunately. Oh, what is this?
Warner Brothers Games. I don't know. Let me see. It just said it's an open world action RPG game by Warner Brothers Games. Peggy.info is on it. Provisional. And then just WB, like they don't have
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah, I don't see QLock, WB Games, Montreal, and QLock.
I'm not super familiar.
Yeah, well, they should just give it up. Okay, yeah, let's just say that. Go back to whoever fucking made our games. You sons of bitches. Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, if they make another Batman game. Just like that, I would love that, for sure. Especially if I was hoping they would. They're supposed to make a Batman Beyond like live action movie, and like some reason it got fucking canceled and shit like last minute, and it's just pissing me off. And I've seen like articles about it too, and they were just talking about how like they're like DC. Just keeps making movies that the fans don't want, and they keep completely ignoring everything that the fans tell them they need to make. Like they just did horrible on the last couple movies, like with The Flash, and I think the Aquaman movie was probably one of the best movies that they've made in like years.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's the only one that I can recall watching off the top of my head. I might have seen more.
I've seen pretty much all of them, but they all just fell short. But the Flash movie was horrible. The casting choice, terrible. Fucking Ezra, whatever the fuck.
I refuse to watch it.
I watched it twice, and I disliked it both times.
It's not the Flash.
No. What's his fucking name? Grant.
Yeah, Grant. Is it? It's like Dawson or
Gustin or something
like that.
Yeah, from the CW series.
Yeah,
now that's the Flash.
That's the Flash.
We just get him for everything Flash.
1,000%.
Yeah, and homie from that plays Oliver Queen. I need him back in the DC movie, like universe. We can get the Green Arrow, and we can get fucking Flash from CW verse, and put him into the DC cinematic universe. That would be greatly appreciated, DC. I hope you're fucking listening.
By thousands, if not millions of fans.
Yeah, millions of people would definitely appreciate that decision. Thank you.
So both of those shows have like 8 or 9 seasons.
Yeah, 8 seasons, I think. I think Flash has one more than Arrow,
I think Arrow has 9.
They might both have 8 or 9, or one of them has 9. I don't recall exactly 100%.
I'll say.
But both excellent shows. I've watched them a couple times.
Yeah,
yeah, it is pretty good. I didn't watch the last full season of Flash
because I haven't watched it either.
It got real liberal. It gets real liberal. It was made in the last 4 years, and most series were liberalized or woke washed.
Yeah.
I heard Tom McDonald say that today in an interview I watched with him.
The first 3 seasons are phenomenal.
Oh no, it's a fantastic show for seasons on end. I loved it. It gets better and better and better and better, then it gets bad.
Yeah.
And it's not the cast or anything. Obviously, I think it was just a director's decision to fucking go woke and shit. And I wish they wouldn't have, but they're in charge.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, but yeah, if we could get those guys in the DC universe, that'd be excellent. Make fucking Batman Beyond, goddammit. Like, especially since in the Flash movie, he goes to, he makes a flashpoint, okay, where he, goes back in time, saves his mom, and that causes him to go into a different dimension, right? Because they're like, they kind of explained they thought Back to the Future was like, oh, if I go back in time here and change something and I go back to the future will be different, but everything in the past should be the same.
Yeah.
That's their knowledge, right? Or like their logic. They figured out, actually, Batman of that universe was actually Bruce Willis, who played Batman back in the 1980s movies and shit with Jack Nicholson, that Joker.
Right.
And he used spaghetti noodles actually to explain it. And he was like, say if you had two universes, a universe like this, right? He was like, if you go into the past to change something, to change the different future, now you literally what you did was cross the road or change the roads. So if this was the whatever year, say year 2000 or whatever, and you went back to 2025, where we're at right now, this would be 2025, and this point in time would be 2025. But since you started here, went back here, and changed it here, instead of going straight, you turned down this road. And that means that you have a new past because you actually just crossed into a completely different timeline.
Yeah.
Right? So they had he crossed into a reality that had a completely different past. Like, people that played in movies and actors and things that had happened in the world were all different, all the way back from the beginning of
time.
Yeah, as far as you could. Yeah, it was completely he kept making Back to the Future references with what's his damn name that plays J. Fox. Michael J. Fox plays Marty in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't play Marty in their future.
Right.
I think it was Kevin Bacon or somebody else played Marty in Back to the Future and shit. And it was just it's just so funny because there was keep making references. He was he doesn't play in Back to the Future and shit. And it's just really funny because that's they just kept making references, and everybody around him's like, I don't get that reference because he's making references to his universe,
right?
And their universe was not the same. But it was a pretty good movie, like for those parts and like the graphics and shit. But like, I really didn't like some of the storyline. I think was kind of shitty. They could have definitely did, way better casting. I hated the Flash character. He was like a fucking pussy, and
yeah, the Flash.
yeah, he had like no courage whatsoever. Like,
well, that's the writing.
I know that's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. The writing, the actor, I didn't really like the actor. He just doesn't look like Barry Allen to what I would imagine looks like. But then they change it, so he goes back in the past, changes the timeline. Then he goes back and fixes it, but he does alter it just slightly, so where they are able to prove his dad's innocence.
Oh, okay, nice.
Because they thought his dad killed his mom. And
yeah,
his dad right? Was in prison. Yeah. So like his mom was his dad went to the grocery store, and the cameras had messed up, I guess, or something like that, and he was looking down to grab these beans or some shit, and Flash went back, and instead of just saving his mom like he was going to before, he completely just rearranged that whole shelf to where the beans that are the product he was looking for was on the very top shelf. So his dad, when he went to go buy it, he had to look up and see his face on camera and prove that he was at the grocery store at the time of the murder.
Right.
So that's how he proved his innocence. So I don't know if you ever seen the old Batman and Robin movie. It has
I've seen a couple of them.
It has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it as Dr. Freeze and shit. What's his fucking name that plays Batman? I think his name is George.
Right, I see.
Yeah, he's an old ass actor, dude. George Clooney.
Oh,
damn,
okay.
George Clooney. So George Clooney played Batman.
Yeah. Back
when I was a kid in the Batman and Robin movie.
Mm-hmm.
So after the Flash fixed the timeline, Bruce Wayne calls him and he's like, and now they know each other again and shit. And this timeline, everything's exactly the same except for now. Ben Affleck, who was Batman in the beginning of the movie, now it is fucking George Clooney.
Oh my god.
Batman, who played Batman back in the 90s. So now they're trying to add George Clooney back to the DC cinematic universe. And they did that to get rid of Ben Affleck, who, to me, in my opinion, has been the best cinematic Batman and is the only one that doesn't have his own movie. A lot of people I remember were talking shit, like when
he was a good Batman.
Yeah, when they said he was going to be Batman, a lot of people were talking shit. They didn't think he was going to do a good job because he played the Daredevil, and they didn't really like that movie. But he was definitely the best Batman. He had the fucking big, fucking bulky, fucking muscle. He was just he was like the 20-year-in Batman. He was just a beast, dude.
Beast, yeah.
Yeah, he did not fuck around.
The new one is not my favorite, but he's not bad.
Oh, no, it was
Robert
Pattinson.
Yeah.
I like that movie a lot, actually. I love, it's got a very dark, almost like that supernatural filter, where it's kind of
yeah,
almost like monochromatic, it's where it's almost black and white, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's
some color.
Yeah, and it gives it that dark, old comic booky, old cartoon feel. It is Batman. He's in a crime-ridden city where murder and rape and drugs and shit happens.
Right.
So they gave it that look. There are things I don't really care for, this motherfucker used a wingsuit, a fucking zipped up a fucking wingsuit to jump from a building and shit.
Yeah.
Instead of his able to use his cape to fly, in The Dark Knight. That movie's a badass. I do like Dark Knight movies. I like his, the Batmobile and shit like that. But yeah, Robert Pattinson, I think he was a badass, brutal fighter.
So who was the Batman in Dark Knight movie?
Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was Christian Bale. He played a good Batman too. He was not that he was a bad Batman. I think he was a really good Batman. I kind of don't care for the look around his right here where his cowl kind of made his face look real weird, and he talked like this. He just made his voice. He just deepened his voice and shit. I'm Batman like that instead of using a voice changer or not changing it so abruptly and shit. Just but also Robert Pattinson, his movie, he don't really have much of a life as Bruce Wayne almost at all.
Yeah.
The only time he's Bruce Wayne is he's either at the fucking house, and going over the shit from that he just recorded and evidence he just got as Batman, or he was at the funeral and shit for someone that fucking had just died or some shit, and then this dude that was the DA, he was fucking strapped to a bomb and shit, and they fucking drove his ass into that building where they were having the funeral and shit.
Well, wasn't he the Batman for Batman versus Superman?
No, that was Ben Affleck.
Oh, that was?
Yeah, Ben Affleck was that Batman.
Oh, well then he did have his own.
Well, Batman versus Superman is not his own movie. It's Batman versus Superman. So and Superman has his own movie.
Yeah.
So Superman has his own movie, and that on Batman only either shares a movie or he plays small parts in movies, and he doesn't actually have. He isn't in multiple movies if you count the fucking Justice League, and then he's in a very short part of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Very short part of The Flash. And then Batman vs Superman. So he is in 4 movies, but they really don't have his own movie and shit. Okay. Unfortunately.
So which one is the Robert Pattinson in?
The Batman, I think is called. I think that's just what it's called.
The Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it's just the newest Batman movie. It's pretty good though. I mean, I like the universe. If you watch on Max, they have the Penguin TV series, and it's the Penguin from that Robert Pattinson universe.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of shows how he becomes a boss, because in that Batman movie, he owns a club and shit, but he still works for Falcone. He isn't a Penguin from the comics and the game and shit, where he's one of the bosses that fucking run a part of the territory. Right. But in that show, it takes place right after that movie, and it shows how he fucking pretty much takes the crown as one of the crime bosses of fucking Gotham and shit.
Oh, okay.
And takes over, and it's really good. It's really good, I think. I think the second one, Batman with Robert Pattinson's gonna probably be better than the first one, especially with that series kind of help building it in, because he could be one of the main bad guys, but I'm not sure who the main. I think Dr. Freeze might be the main bad villain in this movie.
Dr. Freeze.
Yeah, Dr. Freeze.
Okay.
Or Mr. Freeze or whatever. He is a doctor, but he might be Mr. Freeze. Could be Dr. Freeze. I don't recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger played him back in that George Clooney movie.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. I know he's not a good movie buff guy, so you don't really know shit about movies at all. No,
not a lot.
No, not at all. So yeah, I pretty much know a lot more about movies. So yeah, but they're also talking about making a completely new Batman movie with a completely different actor in a different reality. At the same time as they still are making the Robert Pattinson one.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. They're just fucking losing their mind. Right, I mean, Robert Pattinson, I think did a good job. I think his movie probably did do well. I think it was profitable, or they wouldn't be making a second one. But DC has been fucking shit in the bed, dude. That Joker movie, Joker 2.
Yeah,
bro. I heard that Joker 1 was supposed I think either won an Oscar or whatever, or was nominated, It was a huge success.
Yeah.
Then Joker 2 came out and they gave it the fucking budget for the movie, I think was like 2 or 3 times bigger than the first one.
Wow.
And it shit the bed, dude.
So bad.
Shit the bed, bro.
Like, I heard it was one of the worst movies.
I didn't even watch it because of how bad the reviews are. Like,
so bad.
They're like, yeah, it's just a musical that takes place inside his head the entire time.
Yep.
Like, yeah, no thanks. I don't want to watch that. Like, one of my least favorite parts of the first one is when he's just sitting there dancing to the music in his head. Like, I don't care about that at all. Like, can you kill somebody?
It's probably woke.
It might be very woke. Lady Gaga's fucking Harley Quinn. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, worst
Harley Quinn.
Worst choice that you could make. Literally. And I have friends that were like, oh, she's so fine, this and that. No. You got terrible taste in women because she's fugly. 2, she definitely cannot replace Harley Quinn after Margot Robbie did it.
Yeah,
she's literally
Margot Robbie is
one of the finest women in the world, and definitely the best person to play Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah, like literally could not have made a better casting choice.
No, she's perfect.
Yeah, and then you're gonna go and pick somebody not even close. Like, I understand this is a different reality. That's fine.
Right.
Pick somebody close to Margot Robbie at least a little bit.
At least a little bit.
Right.
Not her. Oh my
God.
I
was hoping, and I was hoping for the theme of the movie because they break him out of the cop car before he goes to prison and shit after he kills fucking homie and shit on the on the show. Like, did you see the Joker movie?
Okay. No.
Okay, so in the end, he's on a talk show. And it's, I can't remember his name, but I don't really like him anymore. He's a fucking liberal cunt himself. But,
Jimmy Fallon.
No, not Jimmy Fallon. No, he's not in a real talk, just a talk show on the movie. In real life, he's an actor and shit. He's like an old man and shit. He usually plays like mobsters and shit and criminals. I can't think of his fucking name right now, but he's an old dude. He's a good actor, but he's just a liberal fucking cunt and shit now, so I don't fuck with him. But he pretty much that dude plays on a talk show, and he invites Joker to his show because he got famous was what do you call that, going viral online for he was doing stand up at a comedy show and he was horrible.
Oh my god!
So they invited him there just to make fun of him.
That didn't go well.
No. So they're making fun of him and shit, and he's telling some fucking crazy, shitty jokes. And fucking homie that plays the Joker just shoots this motherfucker right in the head. Right on live TV.
Oh my god.
Just kills him. Boom. And then he's getting dragged off to fucking, out of there in the cop car. And all these people that hate rich because, I guess in the beginning of the movie, he killed these rich kids and shit. And, so all of these, underprivileged, poor people in the city, they're, sympathizers of him and shit. They want to be a part of him and his movement or whatever they think. They made the movement. And so they, stopped. They crashed into the cop car and broke him out and shit. In the end of the movie.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, so I was hoping number 2 would be,
awesome.
Showing him, making his fucking criminal enterprise fucking running fucking Gotham or be trying to become a crime, trying to do shit like that. But no, he's in a fucking psych ward. And the whole entire movie is pretty much takes place in his head. What the fuck? How did he even get arrested?
How did they catch him and put him in a psych ward?
Right. If he, I don't know. I didn't see
anything.
Yeah, he got broke out before he ever made it to jail. So I don't know what happened, between the end of the first one and the beginning of the second one. Just started off like that, but it's crap.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Unfortunately, DC needs to do better. Marvel's been killing it in movies, but not TV shows.
No.
They're the opposite. Marvel does better movies, but worse TV shows.
Yeah, the
DC does better TV shows and worse movies.
Yeah. The TV shows are all ran by the CW.
Well, there are some that are awful, like Titans, and they had a Gotham Knights show too, and they only had one season. Titans only had one season, and it's like the Teen Titans but live action. And it was doing so poorly that they made it only have one season, but then somehow I think they got funding or something, or someone else, some other network, like maybe helped or picked it up. And then they made like 2 or 3 other seasons after that. And it was okay. It's not horrible, but it's nowhere near as good as the CW verse at all.
Right.
Not even a little bit. So they did have like some, not so good ones. Batwoman on the CW verse wasn't that great.
No,
Super woke, like, they only kept the one lady for like one season, and then they switched it because she was this white like lesbian chick. And then it switched from her to a black woman after like the first season or some shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You can't just completely change the character like that.
Yeah, like it's a different like actress and a different character and everything else. Like, but they just was probably like, oh yeah, we need a black gay female character. So, and that's how they do it to a lot of shows. Like, I don't give a fuck if, whoever, if you would have originally casted her, that'd been one thing, but you're like just getting rid, and she's not originally a black woman. She's a white woman that plays Batwoman.
Well, yeah, always.
It's like what if we start taking black characters and whitewashing the shit out of them? Motherfuckers would start fucking riots in the streets.
I swear.
So it's like, just make movies as accurate as they were created to be in the story. Like, if they're white, Mexican, Hispanic, Asian, black, then Arab, I don't give a flying fuck. If that's who they're supposed to be, then make them that.
Yeah, keep them that way.
Yeah, like fucking Snow White in the new fucking Snow White movie, fucking Rachel Ziegler. Yeah, fucking, of course, because she's
be like $1 billion
Rachel Ziegler
loss
fucking went out in public talking about how fucking Trump supporters are racist and ignorant and trash and all this shit, whatever she was talking, like, before the movie dropped. Like, why would you do that? You idiot. Like, you've only been in, like, maybe 2 other movies. No one fucking knows you.
No one.
Literally young-ass actress, like, and, yeah, her movie bombed. And they changed the story. She's Hispanic, and she's supposed to be Snow White, and they're like something because she was born in the wintertime or some shit, not because her skin was super white, like in the old, the original.
Yeah.
White because her skin is just really white.
Yeah, she was pale.
Yeah, and this one, they're like, oh, something to do with being born in the winter or some random story they made up. Like, huh?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Right, so my kids were born in the summertime, so what should I call them motherfuckers? Hot and sweaty, like,
serious.
Beach, like,
yeah.
I don't get it.
I definitely don't plan on watching it.
No, not even close. The kids are watching it.
I hope it is $1 billion loss for Disney, so they learn.
Yeah, they need to get their fucking woke ass and, like, take the woke dick out of your ass, Disney.
Well, I'm pretty sure they already said they're definitely not working with her on any other projects in the future.
Good. She fucking shit the bed. I mean,
she really fucked
and the homegirl that plays the fucking evil stepmother, but I can't remember her name either. Fuck, she got a weird name, but she's bad as fuck. Like, she plays on the Fast and Furious movie. She plays Wonder Woman.
Oh,
the chick that plays Wonder Woman in the DC movies. So she plays the Wicked Witch, or like the evil stepmother or whatever in the Snow White movie. And I guess she was even saying like that she was super fucking like arrogant and just all types of fucking
hard to work with
and hard to work with and shit like that.
Entitled, probably.
Yeah, and entitled, and the people were making fun of her, like Benny Johnson, like talking shit about Rachel Ziegler, like, you're supposed to be the prettiest girl in the land and shit. You think you're prettier than the other chick that plays Wonder Woman and shit. And it's kind of funny. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You're nowhere near as pretty as she is.
No.
And she's supposed to be envious of your beauty. Bruh, fuck out of here.
Please.
Yeah, like, can we get recast? Like, Benny Johnson was like, is it too late to just switch their roles? Just like let Rachel be wicked stepmother.
She looks more like a wicked.
Yeah,
right?
a dude for real. She does, and she's not ugly either. Like she played in the Shazam 2 movie, and she's real pretty. But I don't know what happened. She just doesn't look pretty at all in that movie.
I was gonna say
they
she
gave
is
her
not pretty in this movie.
No, they gave her a weird haircut, and it's her makeup, everything super weird. And she might not naturally be that pretty, but in that movie, in Shazam movie, she is way prettier. Like,
right.
You know, you can be like, okay, this is a pretty young lady. In this movie, is like someone fucked your makeup up. They definitely fucked your hair up.
Right.
And you should be equally suing Disney, and they should be suing you.
Yeah, seriously, there should be some compensation.
Yeah, like you shouldn't be out publicly making announcements against the majority of the country's population right before your movie comes out that you're starring in. Like, it's the first movie that she stars in.
Yeah.
And she literally shit the bed. Like, the movie probably would have had a lot of viewers if she didn't go out publicly announcing her fucking political opinions. Unfortunately, you know.
Yeah.
Sucks for her. Sucks for all you Disney woke fucking dumbasses out here trying to tell people, you know, what they should believe in because you're misguided or you're paid to do so. And, you know, putting labels on people you don't even know because we actually stand for something, you know. Unfortunately, they won't get it. I know you're real tired, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I got a neighbor would call. She said the side door's open. The dog is barking.
Side door?
Like the door to her. It would go to the one that goes to her yard.
Oh.
So, yeah, she is.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It probably didn't get locked. Because if you don't lock it, it don't stay shut.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like your front door. It's a window blow and it'll open right up.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, man, make sure you guys subscribe, follow us on YouTube, on Spotify, all those good things, you know. And leave a comment, like, share with your friends. You know, we are very new to this, but, you know, I know we have a lot of different topics and knowledge of things that, you know, I think are very interesting and people would like to hear. You know, we're very authentic with ourselves. We're not going to sit here and dilute our personalities and our beliefs in the way that we talk or things like that to fit some fake narrative or to fit in a box for people's approval. You know, it's like you want 100% who am I, Mike Tyson? You want 100% authenticity from, you know, your channels that you like to watch and, you know, your podcasters, you know, me and my brother, we're going to be those people, you know. We're not going to pretend to be something that we're not. So definitely like, subscribe, comment, share, all that shit. See, we're getting used to it. We're not like, real fast. We like to motherfuckers be on there, like, comment, share, subscribe. Fucking goddamn. Been saying this shit like 500 times, you get good at it. So yeah, we're just getting started, but you know, do that shit for us.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah, I don't even know when we started on here. I know it wasn't that late. We've only probably been on.
You sure?
I don't know.
Maybe because we had to restart.
Oh,
it's an hour.
Oh, it's been an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, have a good night, everybody. I don't know where y'all are, but it's getting late for us. You know, we get up at like 6 in the morning, take care of kids, and go to work and all that type of stuff. It was good talking to everybody, and I hope everybody has a good night.